Are you tired of just unconsciously drifting through life? In this episode, we will share tips and tools that would help you show up and step up to design a life of true intention. Welcome to the Proactive Living Podcast. Welcome to the Proactive Living Podcast. This is my first episode, and I'm your host, Femi Aturu. If you're someone who desires to live, to live intentionally and purposefully, this is the podcast for you. This podcast promises to address issues that affect minorities in the diaspora and anyone who desires to make a difference in their corner of the world. I intend to ensure that listeners are equipped with vital information for maximizing their everyday life. We are building a community, and I am glad that you are in for the ride. So, if you're joining us today, it means you're ready to stop letting life happen to you, and you're ready to start making life happen for you. Like someone I know would usually say, you are actually done with being an absent-minded passenger in the vehicle of your life. It's time to grab the steering wheel and live authentically. Even God will want you to take a level of responsibility for your life. So, today, what are we doing? We are cracking open the Proactive Playbook. And let me tell you, this isn't some useless academic exercise at all. Far from it. This is your personal cheat sheet to designing a life you actually desire and want, rather than accidentally stumbling through it. It's time to live and not just exist. It's a hack into intentional living. Like I would sometimes describe it, it's living by design. Someone once described his life as a series of highly organized accidents. He would wake up, react to whatever email popped up first, then react to the next urgent issue, and by the end of the day, he'll feel like he had run a marathon, but he hadn't actually gone anywhere meaningful. Your life isn't meant to be like that. Your life is meant to be a journey that takes you across different sceneries while creating memories. It's not a journey going nowhere in particular. It's not like running on a treadmill. All motion, no movement. We've all been there. I can also compare it to trying to build a house by just throwing bricks in the general direction of a foundation. You might end up with something, but it's certainly not going to be a mansion. Neither is it going to be a masterpiece. So, the key lesson here is that a masterpiece is never created by happenstance. It takes deliberate effort based on design. Intentionality is always key. Intentional living is about being the architect of your own life, not just the clueless tenant. It's about being deliberate. It's not about being rigid. You are certainly not a programmed robot. This is about clarity. This is about agility. This is about choice and ultimately courage. So, let's talk about building foundations. Why are we going to bother ourselves with this intentional living idea? Someone might say it's just another buzzword for being busy. Certainly not. Intentional living is about answering a fundamental question. What truly matters to you? Your values, your purpose. Think about it. How many times have you said yes to something out of obligation only to regret it later? Or found yourself scrolling endlessly on your phone when you really wanted to be reading a book or maybe spending time with your loved ones? These moments, those tiny misalignments, they all add up. They create a gap between the life you are living currently and the life you truly desire. Intentional living basically will shrink that gap. It gives you agency. It transforms you from a leaf being blown around by the wind into a sturdy tree, rooted in your values, reaching for the sun. Sometimes it means saying no to that extra external commitment so you can say yes to an evening with family, or maybe spend time, or maybe choosing to spend time in prayer. Or for me, it means saying no to that new series on Netflix everyone is raving about, because future Femi will thank me for it. Though I'll be very honest here, present Femi would sometimes put up a good fight on that one. But the key thing here, the deep insight here, is that time is our most precious, non-renewable resource. You can't get it back. So if you are investing it on things that truly resonate with your core values, then you're on the right path. Or maybe are you just letting time evaporate like a rain puddle on a hot summer afternoon? Think about it. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of proactivity itself. This isn't about grand gestures, it's about small, consistent actions that build momentum. Guys, momentum is key. So, a couple of steps. Step 1, define your North Star. Before you can be intentional, you need to know what you are being intentional about. What are your core values? Is it family? Is it creativity? Is it health? Is it faith? Is it philanthropy? Take some time, maybe 15 minutes, jot down the 5 things that truly make you feel alive and purposeful. These are going to be your guiding principles. If an opportunity comes that doesn't align with these, then it's a no. It's as simple as that. Well, for some people, it might not be so simple, but it's actually simpler than saying yes and then drowning in regret later. Not everything that knocks on your door is an opportunity. Sometimes at the end of the day, they can actually be distractions. You will truly never know the difference between an opportunity and a distraction until you learn to clarify your values. I'll repeat that again for emphasis here. You will never know the difference between an opportunity and a distraction until you clarify your values. I remember I was once offered a fantastic career opportunity. It would have meant me working 70-hour, weeks and sacrificing a lot of family time. My values are pretty clear. My North Star was clear. Faith and family were key for me. It was, at the end of the day, it was a tough no, because I was going to be turning, a good amount of income, but the peace of mind I gained was invaluable. Plus, I got to be present in all my kids' concerts, being their goofy pictures, and irritate my wife with my presence to no end. It was in a good way, of course, but it was all totally worth it. Step 2, the power of the pause. We have all been conditioned to react to situations immediately. Someone will ask you for something and you blurt out a yes without thinking. An email, pings, you reply instantly without much thought. The power of the pause means you taking a moment to reflect. Before you commit, before you react, just pause. Ask yourself, does this align with my values? Does this align with my North Star? Do I truly have the capacity for this? It's like hitting that mental brake before you drive off a cliff. Or in my case, it's like, before I commit to another volunteer project that, it allows me to think, before I commit to that volunteer project, that'll probably leave me more drained than inspired. This pause will allow you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. It gives you control. It's a superpower. My friends, that is proactivity. Step 3, schedule your priorities. Don't prioritize your schedule. This is a classic, but it's still very, very critical in these times. We often fill our calendars with meetings and tasks, and we'll try to squeeze in the things that truly matter, like exercise, creative pursuits, quality time with family and friends and loved ones, into the leftover crumbs of our day. It's important that we flip the script. Block out time for your non-negotiables first. Treat that gym session, that writing hour, that date night with the same reverence you would treat a client meeting. Because honestly, what's more important than investing in your own well-being and relationships? Finally, step 4, it's important that you review and you adjust. Proactive living isn't a one and done deal. Life will certainly throw you curveballs. Life will not go, sometimes go as planned. Priorities might even shift. But so, regularly, perhaps maybe once a month, take a moment to review how you're spending your time and your energy. Are you still aligned with your values and your North Star? Do you need to course correct? This isn't about judgment. It's about gentle recalibration. Think of it more or less like a GPS. If you are driving and you miss your turn, your GPS doesn't scream at you. It basically just recalculates the route. So, what am I saying here? Be your own friendly GPS. Now, the crucial part. Proactive living is not about being perfect. It is about progress, not perfection. You will stumble. You will say yes when you should have said no. You will get distracted by shiny objects and the distractions of social media. And guys, that is absolutely okay. The essence of proactive living comes from embracing our human imperfections. We are not robots. We are delightfully messy creatures trying to navigate a complex world. The deep insight here is that the journey of intentional living is a continuous process of learning. It's a continuous process of adapting and ultimately also forgiving yourself. It's about building self-awareness and self-compassion. It's about extending grace to yourself when you go off course. Don't beat yourself up when you veer off course. Just acknowledge it, learn from it, and gently steer yourself back. All right. So every conscious choice you make, no matter how small, it's a victory. It's an act of self-love. And when you start living more intentionally, you'll notice something. You'll notice something magical happening. You'll notice, positivity, great energy. You would feel more grounded, less stressed, and certainly more fulfilled. You will begin to find joy in everyday life because you have deliberately chosen to impact your days with meaning. It's like finding that that missing favorite outfit that got lost in your closet. I can assure you it's pure bliss. So I encourage you, start small. Pick one area of your life where you really, really want to be more intentional. Okay, just pick that area. Maybe it's your morning routine or your evenings, or how you interact with technology, or maybe how you interact with social media. Implement one or two of these playbook steps, and you would see the ripple effects. Because proactivity isn't just a guide to intentional living. It's a guide to living a life that truly, truly feels like yours. A life that you have curated, a life that you have designed, and that you would ultimately cherish. And that, my friends, is a masterpiece in the making. What's that masterpiece? Your life. So, thank you so much for joining me today on the Proactive Living Podcast. If this episode resonated with you, please feel free to share it with a friend. Leave us a review, and subscribe, and so that you don't miss our next deep dive into making life work for you. Until next time, stay proactive, stay intentional, keep designing that beautiful life that you deserve. My name is Femi Aturu. I remain your host, and I'm signing off. Peace and love. Thank you.